So I was a nerd. I admit it. I went to work. I worked at Bell Labs. My last job was with a company called VLSI Technology, who actually just got bought, if you follow the industry, by Philips. I left actually in 1990. I know it was just about 9 years ago because I'm just now out of paper and supplies. So what? You're not to load up when you're leaving, aren't you? I had a lot of work to do that weekend before I quit.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us at Comedy in Place. I am your host, Don McMillan. This is the comedy show that comes to you from my office right here in my home in Southern California. That opening video is from a show I did for Dell Computer back in 1999, long time ago. I've done a lot of corporate shows. And that one, I actually came in, I pretended to be a management/marketing expert talking about how we can improve certain Dell deliverables. And I actually fooled them for a little while, and then they laughed a little too much and realized I was not real. But I love going into corporate situations and pretending to be a real expert because you can get away with it because there's a spin cycle in the corporate world, just like there is in the political world. When somebody says one thing, we spin it. The marketing people say one thing, the engineers say another thing, management says another thing, and that's what today's show is all about, the technology spin ladder. And I have more coming up from that show in Dell, so stick around later on in the show. But let's get to today's Comedy in Place bit, which is all about the technology spin ladder. So here's how it works. Say, for example, a customer says, oh, there's a designer. That's not how it was supposed to be designed. There is a designer. Engineers will immediately say, oh, no, that's not a designer. That's a spec change. Yeah, we're changing the specs. We forgot that in the specs. That's actually how it's supposed to work. That's a spec change. That's what we do. Trust me, I'm an engineer. That's what we do. Marketing says, oh, no, that's a feature. That's a new feature. We'd planned that. We forgot to mention it to you, but that's we're putting that in the specs now. That is a feature. You want that. Trust us. Management says, that is a challenge. That is a challenge. Yeah, we'll take an action and we'll get on that challenge right away. And sales, of course, says, well, that's an upgrade is available. Yeah, we can fix that right away. Just pay for the upgrade. We can fix this immediately. Just pay for the upgrade charging, and we'll have it to you. So that's how this spin cycle works in the technology world. You get it? Okay, let's go to another one. Customer says, no support. We're not getting any support. We're getting no help. What's the deal? Engineer says, hey, man, not my job. Hey, not my job. Oh, I've said that many a day as an engineer. Not my job. I'm not a support guy. No. Marketing says, hey, it's maintenance free. Come on. You don't need support. Come on, it's just that easy. We designed that easy to use. You don't need support. Trust us. Management says, oh, that's a challenge. That is a challenge. Yeah, definitely that is a challenge. But we can get on that right away. Yeah. And then sales, of course, says, oh, there's a service contract available. Yeah. You just pay us a little service contract money, and we can get right on that support. You'll have the best support in the world. Just pay us a little service contract. Customer says, there's no parts, man. We need parts. Where are our parts? The engineer says, oh, that's a production hiccup. That's just a hiccup. It's just a hiccup. What's a big deal about a hiccup? It'll be gone. Hold your breath. It's a production hiccup. Marketing says, oh, that's our new flex delivery. Yeah, it's flexible on our end. You just have to wait. It's flex delivery. Everybody wants flexible delivery, right? Management says, oh, that is a challenge. Yes, that's a challenge. Oh, we'll get on that production issue right away. We're going to take action items and address that issue immediately. That is a challenge. And we're up for the challenge, mind you. We are up for the challenge. And then sales, of course, says, there's an expedite charge. Pay an expedite charge. We'll get it right to you. Yeah, no problem. We can fix this in a minute with some money. That's what we need, money. And then finally, the customer says, it crashed, man. It crashed. It's dead. It's crashed. The engineer says, no, don't say crash. It's not a crash. It's a unscheduled shutdown. It's just a shutdown. It's no big. We'll just start it right back. We'll boot it back up again. It's not a crash. It's a shutdown. Oh, come on, calm down. Marketing says, well, that's our new power saver mode. Yeah, but powered down saves you all that energy. That's our new, that is a feature, buddy. You want us to save you power. Power costs money. It's a power saver mode. Management says, that is a challenge. Yes, that is a challenge. And, we here at our company, we are up to the challenge. That's all we have to say. We'll get right on that. And then finally, sales, of course, says to a crash, replacement available right now. We can get your replacement tomorrow. Just cut the check, and we'll solve this problem. Money solves everything. That's why I love sales guys. Don't you love sales guys? So that is the technology spin ladder. I love it. Politicians, sales, marketing, engineering, we all spin. We all spin. That is the lesson of today's Comedy in Place section. Stick around. Coming up is a little bit more from that Dell show back in 1999, way long time ago, where I talk about how sales, marketing, engineering all fit together. No, they don't. In a very obvious situation, it was a team building event, which, engineers hate those. Like, I'd rather go back to work. I don't want to do a team building. I don't need to bond. No, I don't want to bond with anybody. But there's a team building event. Shows you how sales, marketing, engineering all fit together. Stick around for that. That's coming up. In the meantime, stay safe, be healthy, keep laughing. Here comes your video.
I learned about how sales and marketing engineering fit together being in a small company. I was actually employed like 200 because I had to work with the sales and marketing teams a lot. And probably the most enlightening situation I ever did, we had a team building exercise, which I understand some of you are actually going to be doing this afternoon. And they can be a lot of fun. This one in particular was very interesting because it was supposedly a fun activity where we'd build a raft, and we'd have a little raft race at the end of the day. They'd give us the raw materials and build the raft. And they broke us into groups. The problem is when they broke us into groups, they broke us into functional groups. They put all the engineers in one group, the marketing people in another group, and the salespeople in another. Huge mistake when you think about it. Because the results were so totally different. Us engineers, we put like every bell and whistle and feature on the raft, and it was like 3 weeks late. And it sunk like immediately. But it looked good going down. That's all we cared about it. It could do everything, man. It had a toaster on it. We didn't know why. We wanted a toaster. And the marketing people, interestingly enough, just made 100 slides of what the raft should look like. Never actually built the raft, but did book 200 orders, which I thought was pretty good. And the salespeople, in my mind, they actually won. They sold the raw materials for cash and threw a party. So.